your girl Denisha, back with another fantastic video. And today we are doing day 8, I think. Day 8 of the Christmas vlog. And I got my friend here. Introduce yourself.
Hello. Say my name?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Benicia. What else? Like,
whatever you want to tell me.
I don't know me. No, I'm from South Carolina. And yeah, it's good to be here on a famous channel. Yeah.
Oh, now you be. Bro, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notifications so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So today, tell them what we're doing today. I talk enough.
This your channel.
Okay, but you can still tell them. I talk all the time. They probably want to hear your voice.
No, they don't. They don't know me.
We have to treat our guests nice here. We're all one family.
We've been in a gingerbread house.
Yes, y'all. We making. This a village, but we gonna make one a piece. I think it just depends on how quick we make them. But we gonna make a house and pretty much reflect on 2020 because this has been a year. It's coronavirus. It's getting real. They got a lot of stuff in here. I see beads. You thirsty?
Camera shot. I think they meant you could do 5 different houses with this.
That ain't what it say. 5 gingerbread houses.
The rest of it.
I think it's one thing of icing.
So we just gonna do one big one?
We can't do one big one.
Or just choose? Oh.
Yeah, you gotta just choose one.
Okay, I got this piece. I'll do that.
How you know? Which one is it?
I don't know. It looks
That's
like
that one.
yours.
That's the regular house.
You reflect as you view.
Alright, go ahead, you start.
Why I gotta
What
start?
you learn?
I feel like it's too much to sum it all up. Can we get like a category?
No, because we probably didn't learn the same stuff.
Okay.
That's why I just.
Where should we start at?
Alright.
Work.
Okay, we can start at work. I think I did most of my learning outside of work. Like, I learned at work, don't get me wrong. Like,
what are you referring to? Like, you learned at work? Tell me, like, just like life stuff? Or like,
yeah.
Okay.
Like, I feel like my attitude as far as work got better. Because I used to, man, please.
You think so?
What you trying to
We're
say?
reflecting. We're reflecting.
What you trying to say?
No. I want to know how, like,
What you trying to say?
how do you, what has caused you to become better?
I just feel like I learned at work, like you don't have to react to everything. Because at first I used to be quick to react and I thought about the consequences later. But now I feel like I think before I react. Like some stuff I just be like, okay, and I don't say nothing back. But before, man, listen.
I think for me, as far as like learning stuff at work, I really can't say that because, well, you know what? I think I did learn a little.
Let me see.
At the icing.
Yeah.
Of course, I was gone for like
a long time.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I learned a lot while I was gone because
you was in a whole different environment.
Yeah, it was different, you know, and like being deployed during the pandemic, you know, not just it was my first deployment for one, but like being gone during being gone during the pandemic was like a lot in itself, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think I learned just to like let stuff be what it's gonna be, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
I learned to stop forcing stuff.
Did you?
Yeah. Why you say it like that? What does that mean?
I'm just
But yeah,
I learned that too, but outside of work.
what do you mean?
Like, so this year, a lot of people showed their true colors. I was gonna say I lost like a lot of friends, but people close to me now be like, stop calling them friends, because if they was your friends, they'll still be here. Like, I used to pray that like people, it would be revealed to me that people that's not for me, people not for me.
Yeah.
And it's like this year, like I really like,
Saw that.
like yeah, like I stopped talking to people I never thought I would stop talking to.
Really?
And I didn't have no, like, at first it was hard because I feel like I ain't have no type of say-so and nothing. Like, then when I ask people, like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
It's not a problem. But then when I get around them, like, it's a whole different, like, I don't like stuff like that. So at first I used to be big on, like, trying to figure out what it is, trying to figure out what I do. But then I just learned to, like, just let it go. Go with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I think that was kind of like what we learned the same thing, but like with different. You know, situations such as that. Like, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I was like, you know, people, they gonna show you who they are. So I feel like you either gonna believe them or be naive and just go back, you know, to them and stuff. But I think that was one of the major things I learned. Just believe what people show you.
Take stuff for what it is.
And let it be what it's gonna be. I think that's the biggest thing that I learned.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
My stuff ain't coming out right.
Yeah, mine keep falling apart. I don't think
You gotta put more icing. That's what I did.
like a pound of it.
But mine ain't it's this part for me. The roof.
Well, this my house. I can't get mine up.
Mine, it's not staying right though. I'm gonna break this.
I don't think I'm doing the right thing. So this ain't gonna work because my roof is bigger than the sides.
That's why I just broke mine.
Oh. Or maybe I was supposed to do it like that.
I broke mine.
I wanna break mine. Let's rethink that.
It was hard though.
The house?
No.
Oh.
Like,
I've seen like a lot of support from our people for like black businesses, and I've seen a lot of black owned businesses launch over this, you know, quarantine. I believe it probably didn't start in the quarantine, but you know, that's when people started launching stuff, you know. Got a couple of people from my hometown, like their businesses are taking off. It's very good. What, you started a business?
no.
You should. This is the time. Yeah. Yeah. I think overall it's just, even though it was like a crazy year, good came out of it too.
Yeah. Cause I feel like being in the house, like a lot of people was limited to just your house. You could have learned a lot about yourself, like spent a lot of time with your kids, your family. Like, if you use the time the right way, you could have got more out of it than just being like, hey, I'm locked in the house. But it just depends on pretty much the person and how they use their time.
Yeah. I think even for people who didn't use it the right way, like, I know, like, when we first had the quarantine, well, the world, they had the quarantine for first few weeks or whatever, a lot of people are like, oh, you need to do this, you need to you should be launching something during this time. And some people, they didn't have the, don't want to say the qualifications, but like they didn't have everything lined up in order to do it right then and there. So I know some people are like, you know, oh, I can't do it right now, so they, you know, became complacent or stagnant and like just didn't fall through with their stuff. But it goes to show, like, right now may not be the time, but like, you know, the time is coming. So I think that was another thing I learned, like, just because something doesn't happen like right then and there, that's not the end, you know. So it may not be your time right now, but just keep working, and when that time comes, you'll be prepared for it. So I think that was something.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I just feel like the year as a whole was an eye opener.
Heck yeah.
It made me like, I feel like I took a lot of stuff for granted at first, and just this year made me appreciate, like, this is what you have. Work with what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have or what you feel like you lack. Like, pretty much stay focused on yourself, your goal, and your time will come, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's just something that I don't even want to say a specific race like struggles with, because I believe everybody struggles with that. Like, say for instance with businesses, like, say if you have a hair line or something, you know, I'm looking to do the same thing, but not like, oh no, well, I'm doing it because she do it, you know. But like, if you have the gift to do something and you're, you know, you're doing that thing, you're walking your purpose, you're reaching people with like your hairline, you're talking to people, communicating, you know, just, you know, doing what you're supposed to do. And the next person, they want to do the same thing, but they're like, oh, she does this thing too. So it's like, I feel like it's so much out here that you can do, but people get distracted because they see another person doing it. Like, oh, I don't want to do it because they doing it, or I don't want to do it because mine ain't gonna look like theirs. Or
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Comparing, like, I know a lot of people, like,
that comparison definitely kills.
It's a distraction.
Yeah, because what you got is not gonna reach some other people. You know what I mean? That's nice. Mine is a little ugly. Yeah. I think it's just.
It's definitely a distraction.
Yeah. It's been a year. I'm ready to see what
20.
What else you learned?
I feel like that was the most important things that I learned this year. Like what I said.
Would you say this year was like a self-reflective year? Self-reflection year. A year to self-reflect. Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say it was, because look at like how we were confined. Like,
yeah, because I had to quarantine twice.
Yeah, so like every civilian war, they had to, most of them were, excuse me. It's not that. Most of them, they were working from home, like just in the house, you know. So I mean, I think that was the time to just, you know,
pretty much, yeah.
But
see, what made me say I wasn't sure was because I didn't get that much time at home.
Right.
Because even when everybody else was working from home, we teleworked, yeah, but we was like a day on, a day off, so it was still pretty much like I'm still getting up, going to work. But I don't know, I feel like I did learn a lot about myself this year, though.
Is there anything that, like, you would change that happened? Okay.
I feel like I learned from everything that I go through. Because, honestly, 2020 really wasn't even the worst year of my life. Like, granted, a lot of stuff went on. And a lot of people had this, that, and people died. Like, I lost family members from COVID, but this was not the worst year of my life. So I don't think, like, because I know I've been through worse, I still try to see the positive in everything that's going on.
That's good. That's good. What would you take into 2021?
Happiness. Because I feel like that's, like, growing up, I was never really genuinely happy, you know? And I feel like the past 2 years, like, granted, life ain't been perfect, but it's kind of the happiest I've ever been, and I wouldn't want to change it. That's something I want to take.
Did you get that? Like, how did you discover
self-happiness?
Okay.
Like, I pretty much learned, like I pretty much learned that some stuff is beyond your control. If you worry about the things that you can't control, then it starts playing with the mind. That's how you get depressed. Like, once you learn how to control your mind and the way you think, like, you will have a much better outlook on life. Because, like, everything ain't gonna be perfect. And it's people going through worse than what you're going through. Because I feel like granted, we ain't out here some millionaires, but we doing pretty good for our age. Yeah. Because I know people my age back home, like, got kids and trying to figure out where their next meal gonna come from because of COVID.
Yeah. I can definitely say, like, I've noticed and, like, paid attention and seen how blessed I was, like, this whole year. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Oh my God. Like, how you said that, like, people don't know where their next meal coming from. And the fact that, like, I'm still...
I know what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. Yeah. Like,
that's
crazy.
That's a blessing. For real.
So what you taking to 2020?
You know, I think I'm gonna take, like, a little bag of everything. Everything I learned.
If you had to pick one thing to take, what would you take?
Not to put expectations on people.
Girl, that's something. Yeah. That is something. I feel like that's something else I learned.
Yeah.
Like, when you go into something with high expectations, it's easier to be let down. But when you just go into it, like, expecting, okay, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's when the best stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to one of my friends, like, when I first got back. We were just talking, and she said I was just, like, telling her stuff that was, you know, bothering me. She was like, don't put expectations on people. Like, don't expect, I'm using you as an example, I'm not talking about you. Like, I'm not going to have an expectation for you to do a certain thing that I asked you to do, because people will let you down. People going to let you down. I'm going to have this certain criteria that you're supposed to meet. You need to hit an 8.9. So if you hit a 7.3, I'm gonna be let down by you. So I'm not putting expectations on people. I don't expect for people to do certain things. I just don't expect anything from anybody. That way, when somebody do it, I'm like, go ahead, you know. That way, I'm surprised.
That just make my heart smile coming from you.
Yeah. What?
Because you do put expectations into, like,
Yeah.
Like, I ain't know. I'm just saying, just in general.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sit here and say I don't, because I did, but I learned that earlier this year. Like, once you just go with the flow, like,
yeah, pretty much. I'm learning how to do that. So that's good. You been in the gym, man. Chill out. Yeah, that's one thing I'll take for sure.
That's a good one.
So all the years that I make it, I'm gonna take that with me. Yeah. What's one thing you won't take into 2021?
Negative energy. Because I feel like when you surround yourself with negative people that have negative energy, it rub off on you. Okay. You answer.
Something I won't take. I'll say it'll have to be.
Can I ask something else?
Yeah.
Wearing other people's problems.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I do that a lot. Like.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, okay, let's say you come to me and you tell me what you're going through, and you going through something that's just so bad. Like, me being your friend, I'm gonna try to be there. Like, I'm gonna let your problems pretty much weigh on me.
Yeah.
But, like, I learned this year, like, pretty much, like, I can be there for you, but not deal with your problems. Like, I can be there, give you advice, comfort you when you need you, but I don't have to wear your problems when I'm not around you.
Like going to bed, worrying
about,
like,
how's
she? Okay, got it.
Like, I ain't trying to be like I don't want to sound selfish, but I feel like a lot of times, like when we wear other people's problems, it weighs more on us than our own problems.
You add more stuff on your plate than you need to. So I feel like that you do need to be selfish, like when it comes to that. Like I'm gonna, be there for you, but I can't really take this home with me. Like we're gonna leave it right here, and hopefully, we'll talk about it. But I get that. Yeah, I think that'll be something I take as well, because I think women, we're nurturers.
Yeah,
I think we're nurturers. So I feel like we feel like we have to be super woman and just like fix everything and just do everything. But it's like we put more on ourselves than we need to and tend to. We end up being stressed, just overthinking stuff, And we've got all these health issues going on because we're trying to, fix everything, and
especially with the overthinking.
Yeah. I think that might be one thing I don't know. I think that's just like a habit that I have that I'll try to break.
I do that too. Overthink, like
yeah.
I just be putting stuff in my head. I don't even know where it came from.
like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's it.
That's it right now. Oh, you ain't want to tell me because this what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think one thing that I definitely will try to take is like a mentality that it'll be okay. Like piggybacking off of what I said earlier, if something doesn't go my way, it'll be okay. Like if this doesn't happen,
and then
it'll be okay
for a reason.
Yeah. Like just putting full trust fully in God. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's where overthinking comes from anyways. Like when we just trying to control everything and just having like our hand in everything. Why? So it's just like either trust God or just walk away and just do your own thing. So I ain't stressing out no more.
Period.
I ain't stressing. I can't afford to eat too much and gain weight. So
girl, shut up.
Just,
shut up.
Leave it alone. But I think that's
Okay, so y'all, that's pretty much what we. This girl get on my nerves. Okay, y'all, so that's
what's going on with you? I don't know what to do.
Okay, y'all, so that's pretty much what we learned in 2020. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. You dig? That's all we have for this episode, segment, vlog, whatever you want it to be. Did I already say don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe? Well, I'm gonna say it again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video, my channel. Hit me up on social media. Tell me what y'all want to see. If y'all want her back, let me know, because she just, I had to pay for her to come here.
Wow.
But that's all we got, y'all. Be easy, be breezy, and we out. Oh.